All right, here we are with the Cadia Stands box set of the Warhammer 40k Astra Militarum. To say that I have been waiting for this for a long time would be an understatement, but I am very, very excited to open this up and see what we have. First things first, box art looks magnificent. Definitely worth it as far as I'm concerned. Everything coming back. We've got our picture on the back of what we're gonna see in this box. So we're gonna have 2 of the ordnance teams, 20 of the Cadian shock troopers, 1 command squad, and 1 sentinel. I'm really excited about the ordnance teams. Also pretty excited about the new base Cadian minis. And we'll have a close-up look and see how those go. Looks like we're also getting some cards, obviously decals, and of course the new codex. So we'll just do a little cut here. And one on this side. Slide it out. We've got the regimental flag of the Cadian 8th. And very nicely done there. We've got our insignia on the side of the box as well. See if there's anything on the back. Yes. It's a pretty neat looking Astra Militarum flag on the back with some basilisk howitzers, and those look like hydras. Very nice. All right, let's open her up and see what we have. I think I've got stuck on the tape here on the back. There we go. Oh no, I know I'm hung up on a sprue on the inside. There we go. All right. Looks very nice. So that's our Sentinel. We'll look at that first. Lots of fun little attachments on here. Looking at the crew's head, the pilot's heads, we've got a couple neat options that we may use later for customization. Spotlight, I'm recognizing a lot of attachments. We've got a multi-laser, an auto cannon, a plasma cannon, heavy flamer, las cannon, and I think, oh no, we do have the option to make it an armored or an open top sentinel as well with this kit. So that's really interesting. And then our first look at the sort of artillery piece. I don't think I'm going to be making them las cannons. I think we're going to be making them howitzers or the little mortar rocket launchers. But I do like how there's just one large caliber shell that you can have. That's something that I'm probably going to use a lot. I also really like the way they've got the back frame of the pieces as well. There's more kit for it. Here's the personnel. All right, so that's half of it. There's the other half, and then we've got the men in it as well. So little details that they're adding to this that I really like are different poses and slinging the weapons, so slinging the las gun. I could probably see myself using a lot of this kit as well. I've already seen stuff that says that it looks like you'll be able to make it modular if you don't use the las cannon. So if you want to swap out the howitzer pieces for the rocket launcher pieces, if you've got some magnets, you can do that. And that is probably something I'm going to do. First look at the squads. What have we got here? All right, this does look like a squad. Lots of heads. Wow. Already, let's see. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Over 15 heads in a set. That's pretty cool. Oh, even more down here at the bottom. So all of these. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm just saving every single one of them. I like the way the new helmets look. They're more rounded. Like the old school Cadians, the old metal ones. It's more back to those. Also, the las guns and the auto guns are starting to come with like a rotary drum magazine or like a carbine folding stock. I think there's even one that has like a bullpup design to it. All pretty cool. The Guard look a lot rougher in these sculpts compared to, they were a little too clean in the last one. That was kind of the Imperium at a better state, so I like that. I like that a lot. More of the same. Yep. Grenade belts. I'm going to be using as much of this as I can. Even if it's not on the minis, it's going to be on the ground. But the las guns, I do like the way they're looking. They're looking a lot more primitive, a lot more lived in. I'll definitely be aging them up on the minis as well. Finally, the command squad. I've kind of had a peek at these already, but there are a couple new pieces that I'm very much interested in. Little details on the las guns, like, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like pockets and straps on the las gun. That's really cool. And some of these I'm not entirely sure what they are. I need to look at the kit to see how they all fit together, but some details like a split open sandbag, that's really cool. I like that. Little bits of cracked masonry, even like an anti-tank obstacle that you can use on a base. I don't know that I'm going to use all of these on my command minis. I may put a lot of them on my regular soldiers. I really like seeing terrain details on base soldiers in an army. It makes all the rest of it feel much more lived in. And we've got our protective sheet over the codex and everything. Looks like it did its job. Nothing like punctured through or damaged the rest of it. A little frayed up here on the corner, but that's the whole point is in here. I really like this art. The armored horses, or a Mechanicus horse. Not entirely sure which. Yeah, Mechanicus horse. That's pretty dope. It's on the back. I can't tell if that's a Cadigan or an Ogren. But they've seen better days. And now in the bottom, we've got bases. So, looks like we've got 28 mils for the command squad and 25 for the regular infantry. Big bases are probably under the codex. Let's look at the cards first. Come in a nice pack with some good art on it. Something I appreciate because these cards tend to get lost. These are your stratagems and your orders, I believe. This is going to be very handy to just have for quick reference guides. Yep, there's our regimental orders. Mechanized orders. Oh, that's very good. Different, based on different disciplines for the psychers as well. Very, very nice. All right, I'm going to be making use of that for sure. The old GW days, that would have been a separate purchase that would have come out long after the codex, but it's nice to have it all in the same box set. And there's the bases. So our two cannon heavy ordnance pieces and then our sentinel base. Let's look at the transfers. Pretty standard. I don't see anything too new or wild on here. Lots of small text down here at the bottom. Little details. Wow, very, very small text. Tiny transfers. We have different rank transfers on here as well now. So instead of trying to paint rank on somebody's shoulder pauldrons, it's not just the sergeant ranks either. You can have, it looks like they've got corporal on here as well, and then also like a sergeant major. So that's going to be pretty fun to play around with custom minis later. And now let's have a look at our codex. We've got the instruction book in here as well. Let me get my knife back out. First things first, our instructions on putting the models together. GW's really stepped up their game, using different colored on the 3D render of how these go together. And I think I will do a second video on a full read through as far as what I think the best builds for individual models are based on the game rules. But very, very nice of them to include color coding on the models now. I remember when it was just, if you were lucky, you got 2 pictures just on the back of the box, having its own instructional handout. GW's really stepped up their game. Very pleased with it. All right, and the codex. Again, fantastic art. Some of it is old art, some of it I recognize, but also definitely some new stuff. We're going to hear about Ursula Creed, excited to read about her. And of course, the end of Cadia. Combined arms regiments, I'm interested about incorporating different regiments together, like having catechins and playing them with Guard or Vostroyans and Mordians, or including all of them. That's going to be fun. I've also got a couple Tainith minis that I need to paint up. Also excited that the Cassikins are coming back. Ah, yes, Yarrick. Yarrick is dead. Alas, poor Yarrick. We knew him well. The new tanks do look pretty interesting. They kind of give me a Vietnam-era M60 vibe. The new Rough Riders as well are pretty darn cool. I do not know that I'll play any. I'm going to be either armor or infantry heavy guard, I think. Ah, here we go. The Doctrines. I'm so glad this is back. Overall, I gotta say I'm very, very pleased. Oh, that's a classic piece of art. I think that was originally from the, I think that was the cover of the original Imperial Guard Codex. That's kind of, that got the feel I love of the old guard, of a military machine that's just on its last legs. Gaunt's Ghosts, cool. And they're all statted. Ibram Gaunt, Colm Clorbeck, Major Ron, Larkin, Trigon, Bragg, and McCall. So we've got everybody. That's pretty darn cool. Nork Deadog is back. Nothing can kill him. Deathcore Krieg models and their own rule set. That's pretty awesome. Sai Marbo as well. I'll get to use my classic mini for him. Kasrkins, Kasrkin, yeah. Kasrkins, very excited to use them. Sergeant Harker's pretty cool. The Rogel Dorn battle tank, that's what it's called, as opposed to the Lehman Roos. I knew they were going to bring the Death Strike back. That's way too impressive a mini to not bring back. All the different Baneblade variants, same thing. Crusade rules are something that I'll read more about later. Along with campaign medals, which is a cool idea. And a name generator. Oh, that's nice. Vostroyans, Valhallans, Krieg, Talon, Catechins, Cadians, tank names. And our war gear points and references. Glossary. And don't read my code. All right, but overall, great stuff. That's it. The Cadia Stands Guard box set.